Hi guys, Shazada here. So this video is quick guide in regards to what accessories you need or you should have, like if you want to travel around and want to carry this device. Obviously, because it has a built-in battery and it's a handheld console or handheld device, you don't need anything else. It depends on how long your trip is, but obviously if you're going on a long trip and you want to like suggestion what you usually need, so these are the few things I would advise. First thing first, for the device protection, that's the main important thing. So first, to carry around, first of all, you can get like a screen protector. Like this one has a tempered glass screen protector. You can get a tempered glass one. You can also get with a privacy cover. That's on you, right? And then as you can see, there is external case. This usually helps as also helps as the stand itself. Most likely the case won't impact the performance, like the temperatures that much, but it depends on the cases as well, how they're built. You might see like a 1 or 2 degree temperature difference, but it depends. Also do make sure at the back and at the top it has enough space for your device itself, so for the ventilation, so it stays cool, so then your fans don't need to spin really hot. Anyways, so second thing, the storage itself. So 1 second, sorry. So as you can see, this one, you can see like a SD card in the device. So I have a 500 gigs SD card. You can get anything between 64 to 1 terabyte or even 32 gigs. So whatever you have, right? You don't need to buy the extremely expensive SD cards just to have it. Because this one by default it comes with the 500 gigs of storage. I've swapped my SSD with the Western Digital SSD. I don't remember the model. I have but I paid around 138 for the SSD, and that's a 2 terabyte SSD. I think the SSD I got, that was an enterprise model instead of like a normal one, so that's why I got it cheaper, but it was a new device. So if you look around on AliExpress and on eBay or Amazon, you might be able to find similar deals where these devices are going through between 100 to 20, 130, maximum $150, 150 pounds, right? So, and you can almost double to triple your storage capacity from 500 to 1 terabyte. I think the Rog Ally X one by default it comes with 1 terabyte, while this one it has a 2 terabyte. And the other option is like if you're running anything like Bazide or like you want to run Steam Deck OS, you can use the dual mode. So with this way, like you can allocate 1 terabyte to each OS itself. So that is quite handy. That's on you. The main thing is whatever you can afford and whatever you think you actually needed. You don't need to buy the branded stuff or the ultimate like the expensive stuff. Whatever you can afford and whatever you think you will actually need it. Other thing, USB-C hub. You can get anything. This one I use because it comes with 2 USB 3 ports. The SD card slot, the full fat, you can just plug it in, or micro SD card slot as well. Has an Ethernet port, has a VGA port, then also it has a HDMI port, display port. Sorry, this is a power delivery one, and these are the, if I'm not mistaken, USB 2.0 instead of 3. So if you want to plug in like keyboard, mouse, and anything like that, so this can work as almost like your mini hub, or right. So when you're out, or mini desk for your setup. I'll tape at the back end because I switch between this one and my tablet. Another thing for the case itself is you will need something like this if you want to carry around. The reason having like a hard case like this is like your handle is in your bag, it will not damage any of the sticks, any of the buttons like that. So at least because these are not like cheap devices, you're paying like $500, $600, $700 or pounds. So at least spending like 10 to 15 more dollars on that, it's worth it. The other thing, keyboard and mouse. So let me show you this one. Mouse doesn't matter, it doesn't need to be like a gaming one. You can get anything. You can also get like the slimmer ones, which is like similar to Apple one. They're like tiny and they're easier to carry. I prefer something like this, like a normal mouse. The reason is it is a bit more comfortable to one, but it's not that big. And the one feature I like about these two, I will say, even with the big keyboard as well, is because with this one I have different options to connect to different devices in one time. So like I can switch between, let me show you here. If I press this one, it can go to 2.4 gig, so it has a USB dongle itself. You can connect to that and you can switch to that. And then when I press it one more time, it has Bluetooth 5, and then there's another one, Bluetooth 4, which switches between. And so that way I can connect with my handheld. If I want to use with something else like my tablet, I can use that. Similarly, this is a K380 model from Logitech. It is a bit older model. There are some newer models as well. You can look around. Same option. It has the option to connect to 3 devices. Easier to carry. Another thing is like these ones. The batteries, I also use the rechargeable ones, so that way you don't need to keep buying the batteries, even though they will last you years, like on single battery charge. But yeah, it depends on usage. So with a rechargeable one, it helps you a lot. Okay. Next, one second. So because the device itself has a 3.5 jack, you can use headsets. It doesn't matter what headsets you have. I would advise carrying anything which has like a decent quality, so obviously if you're traveling you won't disturb other people. The other thing is battery bank. So Rogue Ally itself has a 40 watt hour battery, while the Ally X, if I'm not mistaken, it is 80 or 87 watt hour, right? So it's almost double the capacity compared to this one. This one, it's a 25,000 milliamp hour battery bank. And the one thing I do like about this one is it has the screen, so it shows me like if it's charged, whatever is going on. And this one has the capacity to charge at 140 watt, right? So it doesn't matter if you're charging your Rogue or some other device which eats around like 60 to 70 watt hour. This should be more than enough. And then also it has a USB-A port as well, which charges around 15 milliwatt if I'm not mistaken. As you can see, it will start charging straight away. The device will go into charging, and that's pretty much it. And you can see PD. So Asus used to have a restriction where you couldn't charge to, it's like the couldn't use the full performance mode on the device itself, but that has been unlocked, so you can use its full capacity even with the third-party chargers. Talking about chargers, I think Asus has created like their own like an external, like obviously the device comes with a charger, right? But then it only comes with the one USB-C cable which plugs in here. What you can do is and then you can buy their portable charger, buy anything which is close to 65 watt hour. That should be enough if you want to charge this one. Obviously you can get third-party chargers which have more, like where you can plug in like two USB cables, then like a USB-C, USB-A as well. You can get that. Just make sure it is a decent company which you're getting from, so that we are sure about the device, that it's not gonna, like, it won't damage your device itself. These are the essentials which I would suggest, like keep the accessories I would suggest you must have. Then also, like, you can do the hot swap for your if you want to carry like extra storage. If you have like anything with the hub or any like a dongle, you can plug external media to that as well, so you can use like external SD cards, oh sorry, not the SD cards, external drives as well, but that's gonna eat more storage, so that's on you. That is it. If you have any questions, do let me know. Also, none of these are like sponsored videos, nothing like that. As I said earlier, buy whatever like you can afford and which you think you actually needed. Look deals on AliExpress, eBay, Amazon, wherever you can get these devices on deals, and these things are cheaper. And that would be it. If you have any questions, let me know. Take care, guys. Have a good day. Bye.